How's it going? I'm so happy that you are joining me now. I am in Nazareth, which is just one of the most beautiful places, one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been. Have a look. I just climbed on this kind of dilapidated, deserted building, just to be able to show you a little bit of how it looks. Really nice, really interesting, really authentic, really Middle Eastern. Have a look at the view. So nice. It's time for sunset soon, so look at all the rooftops and stuff, and it's just fun. So I wanted to talk to you about the nature of what it is that you do, and to make sure that you and I understand that it is not exactly the quality of the things that we do, and it's not exactly the quantity of the things that we do. And I think that I often kind of get my head messed up around it, because I think, I'm going to try and climb it. It's a little bit kind of crazy, so I'm going to concentrate as I take it. So basically, I can get a little bit kind of silly around those things, thinking that I, should do things in a very, very professional quality, which is kind of very good, which is good. It's important. You guys hear the roosters? It's so funny. People have roosters in their houses. Anyhow, are there roosters here? Wait, look at you. Look at you, girl. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but there is a crack here, and there is a rooster. Charming. This is a wake-up call for all of us. This is why we're watching this film. You are watching this film because the rooster is telling you and I that it ain't about the quality and it ain't about the quantity. It has to do with something which is hard to explain. Nazareth is a Muslim city, Muslim and Christian, but lots of Muslims, and you can see a poster of the Kaaba in Mecca. So kind of cute. And above it you see a picture of Jerusalem during the snow. Kind of sweet, eh? And they have all kinds of like posters that tell you to remember God. This says to remember God and to remember Allah. So pretty cool. Hi. So basically the thing that is important is to focus on whether what you do, and I know that it may sound simplistic, but it really, I think that lots of the key of success lies in that specific principle. Have a look. This is a sign, and it says Alhamdulillah, which means the grace goes to God, or the sweetness of God. Thank God. So basically they have all kinds of Muslim sayings spread around the city, trying to kind of encourage people to remember the grace of God and to be kind to one another, and the principles of the Quran. So it's quite interesting. So the thing that is important is not the quantity, it's not the quality. It has to do with whether what you're doing is inspired or not. This is the word that I'm using right now, and this is a word of great value. Whether it is inspired or not. Assalamu alaikum. Whether it is inspired or not. Now, the word inspired is an overused word, but I think that it has so much power. Think of it. Inspired. Think of, let's try and make it like Latin, Greco. In is inside. Inspired is spirit. Spirit is referring to the spirit of God. Also the word enthused or enthusiastic. Let's think of it. inside. You see the crosses on the door? This means that this house is with Christians in it. Quite cool. So, inspired, enthusiastic. אהלן, מה שלומך?
בסדר, ברוך השם.
יומקן, תוכל לתת לי בבקשה כרטיס ביקור שלכם? יש לכם רמקולים? אתם עושים הגברה?
לא, אני שר ומנגן, וכל הציוד זה שלי.
אני עושה חתונה. יש אפשרות כאילו שתארגנו לי הגברה לחתונה בחצר?
אני לא מכיר.
לא? אוקיי, יעתיקו ולאפיה. ביי. So, I was asking them about the speakers. They have speakers, and I'm trying to organize speakers for the wedding that we are throwing in my backyard. So, for Hallel and I. So, anyhow, enthusiastic and inside. What's enthusiastic? What's enthused? What's T-H-E-U-S? Theos. And you have many kind of spellings for that. Has to do with God. Oh, you hear the bells? The church bells? 4. There probably is one more. 6. Yeah, so it's 6 o'clock. So cool. I don't have... Oi! Nazareth is just so magical because it has such a beautiful mixture of Muslims and Christians. There's just something really magical in the air. So, theos has to do with God. You know, monotheism, the word theis, mono is one, theism has to do with God. So one God, monotheism. So enthused is having God inside, very much like inspired. So when you have God inside, when you are inspired, when you have the Spirit of God inside, that's when you feel that you can do everything. That what you're doing is exactly what you need to do at the moment. That's something that's like so important. And I think that oftentimes we get a little bit kind of crazed with schedules and with to-do lists, and I think that, you know, part of a great key that helps successful people be successful is the fact that they just follow the nudge from within. They follow their inclination. They follow their heart. Now, one day it may tell them to do this, and the other day it may tell them to do something totally different. And I think that we are also scared of just doing that. But I must tell you that the greatest successes that I had in my life were when I would drive my bike and all of a sudden I would feel a nudge. I would feel like I'm going to stop by this gallery and I'm going to tell them, you know, that they should have my paintings. And then I would tell myself, you know what, Jonathan, you're not dressed well, you're like sweating, you know, you haven't coordinated it in advance. But I would have this inclination, I would have this inspired feeling, and I would just go and do it. And I think that when you do something that is inspired, somehow the world, you know, brings things to the right place at the right time. I really do believe in that. And I think that that's something that we often forget. So what I'm here to encourage you to do is to focus and listen and to develop the sense of, you know what, if I have a little bit of an inkling, a little bit of a nudge to do something, a little bit of an intuition that I should do something, even though it's weird, crazy, even though it's not related to what I plan to do today or this week, I just want to encourage you to do it. The best paintings I've done were when I all of a sudden thought, enough of this painting that I'm working on. I want to do something really fast and crazy. And I would do something really fast and crazy, and it was against all of my rules. My rules were to do like paintings that are very meticulous, lots and lots of details, and I also knew that these were the paintings that sold the best. But oddly enough, when I was inspired and I followed my hunch and I just did a rapid kind of fast painting, oddly enough, that painting sold for not less money and in a very fast speed. From the moment I finished it to the moment it was sold, it was pretty fast in comparison to other paintings. So then I thought, like, you know what, God, are you talking to me? Are you trying to tell me something? And I think that God is trying to tell me something. And I think that this is a lesson that I've learned, and I really need to relearn it. I really need to reteach it to myself, because again, in the past few weeks, with me, doing videos and stuff, and dreaming of creating lots and lots of YouTube videos with lots of value that can really inspire you, I tell myself, you know what, Jonathan, you don't have a good mic, you don't have a good camera, you need to have a chroma key, like a green background in the back. You wanna, have it edited. You wanna have it this. You wanna look at this. The camera is shaking. But you know what? I'm inspired. I'm inspired, and when you follow your inspiration, when you follow your enthusiasm, it does not matter whether this video was just a quick video on the way of me grabbing myself something to eat. And it's not important whether there was noise or whether it was shaky or whatever. It is not important. It is just what it is. And I honestly think that when your actions are enthused and inspired, I really think that your power is greater than what you can imagine, because it's contagious. I think it was Coolidge or Coleridge that said that there is nothing more contagious than enthusiasm. And you know what? Enthusiasm, of course it is contagious, because it's basically, the word means God inside. So when God is inside, of course that it's powerful. God. So I want to encourage you to just, use this video as a guideline, and use this as a true inspiration to, whenever you feel you want to do something, don't wait. The universe likes speed, right? As Joe Vitale says in The Secret, the universe likes speed. Don't delay, don't second guess. When the intuitive is there, the intuition is there, the intuitive nudge from within is there, act. That's your job, and the universe will respond in kind. Such smart words. Alright, you guys, I have had so much fun talking to you. If you like this video, please share it with friends. I think it's really important to share it, to, if you think that this can help save someone who is like overthinking and overanalyzing, like myself a lot recently, send it to them, share it with them. Make sure to subscribe to this channel in order to receive more videos. I just love talking with you. And do check out my free video ebook, which you can see down below in the description. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, and make sure that you just be yourself. See you soon.